Welcome to Cook Serve Delicious 2 and my continuing attempts to do all the Chef for Hire events at all the restaurants and get a medal each time, preferably gold or silver, but occasionally it will be bronze. I've reached the last shift of Chinese food, even though it's not unlocked. I have also reached the last shift of breakfast and break loose, which is unlocked. But that will be frantic, and I don't really feel in the mood to do something frantic, so I'm going to go back to Eaty's. And shift number 13, which has desserts, chicken, meatloaf, salad, soup and ribs, with fries, macaroni and baked potatoes as the sides, soda and beer as the drinks, 70% buzz and 9 serving stations. Whereas the final shift at breakfast and break loose has 90% buzz, and that's just, it's so frantic, I need to be in a mood to be that frantic, whereas this should be just busy. I'd like to get a gold medal, which requires me to be perfect for the day, which is, well, to put it politely, unlikely. But we will see what we can do. Oh good, okay, sweet, and steak fries, that one. 5. Right. I've prepared everything I can. It's been a while since I've done salad, so number 5 is that. Number 2 and number 3 are those. Number 1 is that. Okay, I'm thinking I'm probably going to need some more sides when the rush hour comes up, which isn't that far away. That's why I figured I'd create some more fries at this point. Just wondering if I'm going to run out of entrees in the middle of the rush hour or before the rush hour. I'm guessing I'm going to run out in the middle. That's just the type of luck I have. Well, if someone would like to order some soup now, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Of course, it would just help if I can remember what the keys are for actually creating more soup. Minor inconveniences like that. Oh, okay. First dessert of the day. Some ribs. Here we go with the rush hour. Bacon, egg, crouton, tomatoes. Grilled chicken and onions. Okay, number 5. 6 is mousse, apple tiramisu. Number 5 is another chore. Number 7 is that. Number 8. Number 9. I'll do number 1. 2, ranch, cheese, egg, croutons, mushrooms, tomatoes and grilled chicken. 3 is that. Now I need some more meatloaf. Okay, number 5 is tiramisu, bee cream and key lime. Number 7 is that. Number 8, number 9. Now I'm out of ribs. Okay, let's do number 3. While I think about it. Mushrooms, tomatoes, broccoli and onions. Oh, number 9's done. Number 1 is that. Number 4 and number 6. 5, number 2 and number 1. Here came a load of chores because I was starting to catch up, so why not give me chores? Number 5 is that, number 6 is another chore, number 7 is that, and number 9 is a beer. Okay, and number 3 is that, number 4... Oh! Please lay off with the chores game. There's a limit to how many chores one person can be expected to do in such a short period of time. Right, I've got to go back to creating oiled chicken and potato. Another rush hour, which I'm not really prepared for. And I've just run out of something, more meatloaf. 2 and 3, number 4, apple, 2 beet creams, number 8. That will help once it's ready. Number 9, number 4, number 5 is ribs. And oh, cheese and crouton. That's a nice easy salad. Wish I had more salads like that. Okay, I've run out of all sorts of stuff. That wasn't friendly. Every time I completed an order of anything, it just gave me another chore. I've completely and utterly run out of sides, of course, which is never great. The heck is Parmesan? Oh, it's the peaky. Yeehaw! As long as I didn't make a mistake with this chicken, that's a nice perfect day. That was challenging. But I got my gold medal in a perfect day. And I've managed to unlock a plant. And that's all I managed to unlock. One solitary plant. But I'm now one shift closer to finishing Eaty's. Next time round it's slightly faster with slightly more serving stations. And that's going to be a challenge at Eaty's, but possible. However, as always, at the end of each shift, I will read the emails. Memo from the CEO, performance reviews. Oh, great, I always love those in reality. Hello, underlings. HR was nice enough to supply me with a copy of all your performance reviews from this year. I've taken the liberty of making a few corrections to the assessments by your direct supervisors. Mostly these are minor changes, such as the elimination of all pay raises and an overall lowering of your total performance scores. But some of you, such as Brenda, will be called to my office sometime this week to discuss a few larger details regarding your future in the company, more specifically whether or not you have one. If you have any questions regarding these changes, please keep them to yourself. Go East High Spartans. Robert Overling, CEO. Yes, I worked for a CEO of similar disposition. I'm not going to say his name because he died recently, having been ousted from the company I worked for probably about 10-15 years ago, possibly. But he really was that type. He married his wife who was a HR person, and she literally went through every person in the company's performance reviews, and he was that equivalent of arrogance. and that was when it was a company of 15,000 people. She went through every single one and decided whether or not it was correct based on the fact she'd never met you, had no idea what you did, but she just decided that some performance reviews needed lowering to match her expectations. Yes, there are that type of person out there. I've worked for some of them. Okay, the second email. Back to business. Well, it seems we're finally back up and running after our last office building burned down. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and resume working as if nothing happened. Oh, and I'm also going to need some of you to work through this weekend in order to make up for lost time. So any volunteers would be terrific, okay? Oh, and next Friday is going to be tie-dye day. So go ahead and wear whatever tie-dye shirt and jeans you feel is appropriate for the office. Thanks, Bill. I could put Lumberg on the end of that. That comes straight out of Office Space. If you haven't seen Office Space, well, you should if you've ever worked in an IT department. It is too true to life. It's actually scary. It's like watching the British version of The Office. Everybody I know that's watched The Office, myself included, we laughed at certain points, but we also cringed because we knew while there were slight exaggerations, we'd all worked for people like that. And the American version of The Office I've never seen. I've seen a clip here and there and it doesn't look that funny. The joy of the British version of The Office was it made you laugh and cringe at the same time. The American version just went for laughs. So, in the opinion of the British, it wasn't as good, but apparently it was quite successful in America. There you go. Yes, all these wonderful, whether it be the film Office Space, or the British version of the TV show The Office, or so many other films that are office related. If you work in an office and you watch them, there's normally something you can pick out and go, oh my god, that has happened to me. And if it hasn't happened to you, so talk to your colleagues, and I'm sure one of them will go, well, yeah, that sort of thing happened to me, so X company so many years ago. They're funny because they're so close to the truth. And that's truly and utterly frightening if you actually believe they're just, comedies or fictional. If you're around offices long enough, you will find out that a lot of the office films and comedy series are too true to life that they're actually scary. Okay, I'll stop sermonizing now, and I'll end this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road for more Chef for Hire events in Cook Serve Delicious 2. Cheerio!